also apply the knowledge that they gain in the university to do CubeSats. Our very exciting mission is the Emirates Mars mission. Emirates Mars mission, we're proud to be part of the team, the science team, and it's going to be launched in 2020 in order to coincide with the 50th anniversary of UAE. So inshallah, we'll get data when we have our 50th anniversary of UAE. So these are the projects that we worked on in MBRC. I'll now start the workshop. Does anyone have any questions when it comes to MBRC projects? Okay, so let us start with our stellar journey, and our workshop is actually targeted to how do stars form, how do we classify stars, how do we study them. So let us first start with the first exercise or activity, brainstorming. So can everyone see a sticky notepad in their tables? So I would like each one of you to write one adjective or word that describes a star. What do you think is a star? And please, after you write that down, I would like all of you to stick on this board, this whiteboard over here. Sorry. So from now on, in this workshop, I'm going to talk in a mix of Arabic and English so that I accommodate all the speakers. So الحين يمكننا نرمس عن النجوم. كنت ياس أقول أول شيء أباكم تسوونه تكتبون لي كلمة شيء تشرح شو هي النجمة. شو النجمة أصلاً؟ هل هي ليت شو؟ فأباكم تشرحوا لي في الورقة تجون هالأوراق الستيكي نوت تكتبوا لي حرف واحد شو هي النجمة أو شو تتكون من النجمة. وأباكم هي عبارة عن شو. فعقب أباكم تلصقونه على الوايت بورد على اليمين. Let's read together what each one wrote in a sticky note. So someone wrote a huge luminous body. That's correct. It is a huge luminous body. A shiny particle. You can say that. A star is a source of energy. When it's dead, a black hole forms. It is made up of atoms. Someone's knowledgeable about stars. Bright, big gas. Stars, helium, nuclear fusion. It's really nice. A star is a source of energy. النجمة أشعة الضوء. Okay. نجمة هي عبارة عن ضوء. هي عبارة عن نيزك. Okay, I can't be صغيرة في الواقع كبيرة. Okay. This is really good adjectives and words or statements that actually describes the star. So let us actually know what is a star. You're all mostly correct, and talking about it more, a star is, as you mentioned, some of you mentioned, it's a gaseous sphere. يعني هو عبارة عن يعني كرة فيها غازات. فهالغازات تتكون من شو؟ It has some of the elements that it consists of. It's hydrogen, helium. It has oxygen, في كربون. فهو عبارة عن غاز زين it emits light بس نحن ما نعرف الحين كيف هال emittance how is it emitting the light. So we'll know in this workshop. So now we know what the stars is made up of. شو مكونات النجمة. الحين let's move into why are they important to us. ليش نحن نقول إن النجوم مهمة؟ Yes. Exactly. Without them, they will freeze. What else? Yeah, two. A sun is a star. Okay. Why do we need the sun? ليش نحتاج الشمس? Light. This is one of the things. Stay in orbit. ما اسمع. Vitamin D. Okay, it gives us vitamin D. And what do you think? نعم. Yeah. So most of you said we need light because we need heat, we need vitamin D, it keeps the planets in orbit. This is all important for us, but there is also one more thing that's important to us. What do you think? This is correct as well, but exactly, this is correct, but there is also one more thing. The stars we see up there. الزمن بعد مهم. No? Okay, let's see. Exactly, yeah. Yes, this is important to us. It holds all the planets in orbit as well. But also one more thing that you all forget about, which is stars are here also to help us in navigation. You know, back our ancestors used to see the stars, they see the constellation up there, يشوفون شو النجوم اللي موجودة عشان يعرفون وين يسيرون اللوكيشن. أجدادنا قبل كانوا يشوفون النجوم عشان يعرفون وين يسيرون. Based on the constellation we see up there, we can know where to go, where is north, where is south. So if I give you example, إذا أعطيتكم مثال الحين, we're in a very dark room, okay? It's dark, there is no source of light. We would know where is right, where is left, where is straight, where is back. This is similar. So we see the stars up there to navigate us, عشان نحن نعرف وين نسير. So this is not just for us, this is also applies to our technology, spacecrafts. When we send a probe, now, for example, إذا أعطيتكم مثال البروب اللي بنوديه المريخ, the probe that's going to go to Mars, there is no GPS in space. So how would I know that the spacecraft is going to the right direction? كيف أعرف إن المسبار اللي بيصير المريخ كيف بعرف إنه هو بيصير المريخ صح, or it's going to go back to the sun, or where is it going? Where is it right now? So we use the stars. We have instruments that use the maps of the stars, the constellation. يستخدم مثل خطة للنجوم اللي موجودة في السماء عشان يعرف وين يسير. نحن نشوف, we see the image, we know that it's standing right at that location because stars don't move. So this is how spacecraft know in space how to navigate. So this is important to us. We said about navigation, and most of you said about the heat. The heat is very important to retain our global climate. So this is also for light. We can't live without the sun. We talk about time. Our colleague here, he mentioned about time. Without the sun, we would not know when does the day start, when does the year end. ما بنعرف كيف اليوم يعني يمشي بدون الشمس. فهذا شيء وايد مهم حقنا. There will be no Earth or planets without the stars. Similar to what she said. Without the sun, we would not have any orbits forming around it. So basically, how do galaxies or systems form? It needs some kind of source or a sun or a star. فنحن عشان يوم يصير مثلا الحين كيف تتكون مو بالمجرة السولار سيستم لازم يكون في نجمة عشان تتحكم بالجاذبية جاذبية الكواكب. So this is very important. Stars are very important, and one of our famous stars, our sun. So now that we talked about stars, we know what is the elements that make up the star. نحن نعرف شو الحين مكونات النجمة. لازم نعرف كيف يختلف النجم من الثانية. How do we differentiate between stars? So stars are not all the same. النجوم مو بنفس الشيء. ففي عبارة عن yes. I can't hear you. we can, this is talking about the distance, right? We would know where it is, how far it is from us, right? So if we're talking about distance, yeah, we can study the sun, the light that is coming to know the distance of it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So in order to differentiate between the stars, we need three things. نحتاج ثلاث أشياء عشان نحن نقدر يعني نقول من نجم من الأخرى يعني. فنحتاج we need brightness. زين. We talk about the color and the size. when we talk about the brightness أو ضوء النجمة زين ضوء النجمة في Okay, so when we talk about stars, we said there are three things to distinguish between the stars. We need the brightness, we need to look at the color and the size. نحتاج لشعة النجمة، نحتاج اللون، ونحتاج السايز مال النجمة. what causes a star to be bright؟ شو الشيء اللي يعطي ضوء الشمس أو النجمة؟ شو تعتقدون؟ Energy, okay. Energy from? Yes. Yes, this is how stars form. But what do you think makes it bright? She said energy. Energy is right from something. Yes, there is a reaction that's happening. في مثل yeah. Nuclear fusion, exactly. Okay. So what causes a star to be bright? It's nuclear fusion that's happening in the core of the star. ففي وسط النجمة يكون في مثل اندماج نووي. هل الاندماج النووي احنا what did we say is the elements of the stars? Most element of the star is helium. That's the second most abundant. Hydrogen. So what happens is that hydrogen that's in the star is starting to there is a nuclear fusion that's happening in the core. So it takes the hydrogen it has and changes it into helium. That's how stars produces its energy, because from this energy it produces light and heat. نحن قلنا حين في اندماج نووي فياخذ الهيدروجين ويغيره إلى هيليوم. Okay? But this requires a big amount of energy. Can you imagine a star? This is a nuclear fusion we're talking about. So why isn't the star exploding? ليش النجم ما تنفجر؟ إذا نحن نقول في wide energy. Yes. Exactly, because of the gravity. So what's happening is from this change or from this energy that's producing, it should explode, right? It should go outside. So there is an outward pressure. But what's happening is because of the gravity, it's holding it in. That's why we have it as a spherical shape, because it's holding it in using gravity. فنحن حين مثل ما قلنا عندنا pressure طالع برا أو force. فنحن حين عشان يعني النجم ما تنفجر في شو قلنا الجاذبية تلعب دور كبير. فعشان كم خلت لنا spherical دائرية. Okay, so now we know why a star is bright. The brighter the star, the more energy it's burning. Okay? Talking about the color. What does the color help us determine? Yes? Hey, the temperature. Exactly. فمن الألوان نحن بنعرف شو درجة الحرارة مال النجمة. Okay? فحين how do we determine the temperature? Okay? We said from the color.